Hey everybody, Ryan here. Alright, so I have to apologize. Video I made 2 nights ago would not upload on YouTube. It freaked out, wouldn't allow me to upload it. Then at that point, it had already been the next day because I was at work. I couldn't do it at work. So that video is not going to be uploaded. I'm sorry about that. Last night I had too much homework. I could not get any videos done. So, doing one for today. So, my apologies that time. Like I said, when the season began, there may be nights once my school begins that I may not be able to make them because of homework. That comes first right now. Almost done with my degree, so I really need to get that done. So, homework comes first, but I had time today, so I got a video done. So, here we go. All the games from the 27th of March, 2021. Like we always begin, please hit that subscribe button if you haven't done so already. Last I checked, we were one away from that 50 milestone, so let's hit that milestone. Alright, let's get started with the NHL games from the 27th of March, 2021. Alright, first game is between Buffalo and Boston, two teams that have done not great lately. So let's see who can pull one off tonight. And it was Boston. Boston won 3-2, extending Buffalo's record-breaking losing streak to 17. At this point, you have to feel bad for the guys. It's just not good. They started out well, 2-1 into the first. Sam Reinhart's 12th on the power play. Then at 11:41 of the second, Mark Grzelcyk responds, his second of the year for Boston from David Pastrnak and Patrice Bergeron. Then at 14:12 of the second, Kyle Pozo's second of the year from Stephen Fogarty and Henry Jokiharju. At that point, Buffalo's up 2-1, going into the third. Maybe that streak would end. Unfortunately not. 5:22 into the third, Nick Ritchie's ninth of the year from Charlie McAvoy and is either Jacob or Jakob Zilbril. At 16:10 into the third, Craig Smith scores what would be the game-winning goal, his sixth of the year, from David Krejci and Nick Ritchie. Alright, shots on goal were 36-27 in favor of Boston, faceoffs 57-43 in favor of Boston, power plays 1 for 3 for Buffalo, 0 for 5 for Boston, penalty minutes 10-6, 10 for Buffalo, hits 23-15 in favor of Boston, blocks 11-9 in favor of Buffalo, and giveaways were 8 each. Ullmark 33 saves, 917 save percentage for the loss, and Vlader for Boston had 25 saves, 966 save percentage for the win. On to New York Rangers versus Philadelphia. Can Zibanejad get his third straight 6-point game against the same team? Let's see. Nope. No, he could not. Philly actually won this game 2-1. Philadelphia gets a win and allows less than 4 goals in the game for the first time in what seems like forever. Well, they've won games in there, but first time in a long time since they scored allowed less than 4 goals against, it seems like. Alright, 10:54 into the first, Mika Zibanejad does score his 11th of the year from Ryan Strome and Adam Fox. That makes 7 goals against Philadelphia for him in the last 3 games they've played. That's pretty good goal scoring right there. So 7 goals and 6 assists in the last 3 games against Philadelphia. Philadelphia does not want to see Zibanejad again in another game. Alright, 12:52 into the second period, Nolan Patrick ties the game, his 4th of the year from Shane Gostisbehere and Sean Couturier. Now at 15:33 of the third, Samuel Morris scores his first of the year, what would be the game-winning goal for Nicholas Aube-Kubel and Michael Raffl. That is your scoring. Philadelphia outshot New York 37-25, killed them in the faceoff dot 66-34. Power play 1 for 4 for the Rangers, 1 for 3 for the Flyers. Penalty minutes 8-6, 8 for Flyers. Hits 31-28 in favor of Philadelphia. Blocks 15-11 in favor of the Rangers. Giveaways 12-11, Rangers with 12. Goalies, Shesterkin 35 saves, 946 save percentage for the loss. And Elliott 24 saves, 960 save percentage for the win. Now there was a trade involving the Rangers. I will get to that at the end of the video. So make sure you stick around for that. Alright. Next game was between Vegas and Colorado. Battle for top of the West Division. This one went to Vegas. 3-2 overtime win. This game started off minute 16 in. Jonas Donskoy scores his 12th of the year from Samuel Girard. Then 6 seconds later, at minute 22 of the first, Dan Renouf and Keegan Colasar fight. Now, you can say that may have given Vegas some pop, but I don't know if it really did. Sometimes they do, sometimes they don't. 16:32 into the first, Alec Martinez scores his 4th of the year on the power play from Chandler Stevenson and Max Pacioretty. Then Colorado responds, making it 2-1 at the end of the first. 17:35 into the first, Devin Tays 6th from Nathan McKinnon. Then at 3:40 of the second, William Carrier scores his 2nd of the year from Shea Theodore and Tomas Nosek. Now, no scoring in the third. We go to overtime. Minute 56 in, Max Pacioretty's 18th from Alex Tuck to end the game with 2 points for Vegas. Vegas outshot Colorado 34-24. Faceoffs, Colorado destroyed them in the faceoff dot 63-37. Power plays were 1 for 4 for Vegas, 0 for 2 for Colorado. Penalty minutes 13-9, Colorado went 13. Hits were 18-8, Vegas with 18. Blocks 18-11, Vegas with 18. Giveaways for each. Fleury 22 saves, 917 save percentage for the win. And Grubauer 31 saves, 912 save percentage for a loss. On to Columbus versus Detroit. Detroit gets the 2 points. They beat Columbus 3-1. Columbus wants to make the playoffs. That's not how you do it. I mean, that's a team that, no offense to Detroit and your fans, it's a team that's not making the playoffs. And you're on the brink. You need to win these games. That is 2 points that hurt right there that you lost. All right, 8:29 into the first. Adam Aroney's 6th of the year from Phil Peronic and Danny DeKeyser. Then 8:58, so less than 30 seconds later, Robbie Fabry's 10th of the year from Dylan Larkin and Philip Zadina. Then Columbus gets one back. 11:43 into the second, Nick Foligno's 6th from Alexander Texier and Boone Jenner. Now, I feel like it's been a long time since Texier has gotten a point. He started off really hot at the beginning of the year. He just trailed off. Don't know what was happening there, but good to see him get a point again. I think he may have been hurt for a while there, too. All right, 4:42 into the third. Anthony Mantha's 9th of the year from Dylan Larkin and Patrick Nemeth. There you go, 3-1. Detroit, why am I saying Dallas? Detroit's win. Detroit outshot Columbus 34-22. They beat him in the faceoff dot 52-48 as well. Power plays 0 for 2 for Columbus, 0 for 3 for Detroit. Penalty minutes 8-6, Columbus with 8. Hits were 25-15 in favor of Columbus. Blocks 16-10 in favor of Columbus. Giveaways 7-5, Columbus with 7. Merzlikins made 31 saves, 912 save percentage for a loss. And Calvin Pickard, 21 saves, 955 save percentage for the win. All right, on to Tampa versus Carolina. A battle for the East. No, East? Is that Central? East. East Division. No, they're Central. Central Division. It seems weird that they're both on the East Coast, yet they're Central Division. But there's a lot of East Coast teams. All right, Carolina won 4-3. Now, the scoring began 3:12 into the first. Blake Coleman 7th from Jan Ruda and Barclay Goodrow. Then at 5:41 into the first, Pat Maroon's 4th of the year from Ross Colton. So we come out of the first 2-0 Tampa Bay lead. It's not the end of the game by any stretch. It's the first period. All right. 2:24 into the second. Cedric Paquette scores his 4th of the year from Martin Necas and Brett Pesce, making a 1-goal game. 3:26 into the second, so a minute 2 later, Sebastian Aho's 15th from Nino Niederreiter and Martin Necas, making it 2-2. Then 15:44 into the second, Martin Necas 8th of the year on the power play from Sebastian Aho and Andrei Svechnikov. Then at 22 seconds into the third period, Matthew Joseph scores his 9th from Pat Maroon to tie the game again. But at 16:07 of the third, Martin Necas scores his 9th of the year, 2nd of the game, on the power play from Dougie Hamilton and Jordan Stahl. That's your game winner. Carolina gets the 2 points tonight. Carolina outplayed them. They beat them in the shot category 40-22. But Tampa beat them in the faceoff dot 60-40. Power play 0 for 4 for Tampa, 2 for 6 for Carolina. Penalty miss 14-10, 14-2 Tampa. Hits were 34-23 in favor of Tampa. Blocks 15-10 in favor of Carolina. Giveaways 14-6, 14 for Tampa. Vasilevsky, 36 saves, 900 save percentage for the loss. And James Reimer, 19 saves, 864 save percentage for the win. All right, on to Edmonton versus Toronto, a North Division matchup. All right, so Toronto wins this one, 4-3 in overtime. All right, we had no scoring in the first. Things opened up in the second. 4:14 into the second, Pierre Engvall scores his third of the year for Toronto from Austin Matthews and Mitch Marner. At 6:47 of the second, Darnell Nurse scores his 11th from Connor McDavid and Leon Draisaitl. I gotta give Nurse this. He has had a very good year for Edmonton this year. Very good, especially offensively. He has definitely improved there. And about his normal defensively, actually, I think he may be doing a bit better defensively, honestly, this year. So he's actually improved. So it's good to see. All right. 14:05 into the second. Leon Draisaitl's 19th from McDavid and Tyson Barrie. Now, just to let you know, McDavid scored his guy's 40th assist in that first goal for Darnell Nurse. But I decided when I did this that I wanted to try, after that 8-3 game the other day between the Rangers and Philly, and trying to fit all the scoring in. If a player gets their first point, I'm going to put their full name. Any point after that, I'm just putting their last name, unless there are two guys with the same last name on the same team. Then I will not do that. But if there is not, like McDavid, there's only one McDavid in the entire league that I know of, I'm just going to put his last name. Same with Draisaitl. You can see from here on out, that's what I'm going to do. All right. 18:06 into the second period, Edmonton makes it 3-1. Tyson Barrie's fourth of the year from Leon Draisaitl. All right. Then at 12:21 of the third, Toronto starts the comeback. John Tavares' 10th of the year from Alex Galchenyuk. Yes, that Alex Galchenyuk. And William Nylander. Then at 16:38 into the third, William Nylander's 13th from Justin Holl and Alex Galchenyuk again. A multi-point game for him. Maybe going to Toronto might turn him around. Maybe. We'll see. But anyways, that ties the game. We go to overtime. It takes 54 seconds for Austin Matthews to score his 22nd of the year for Morgan Rielly, ending the game, giving Toronto 2 points. Toronto outshot Edmonton 31-20. Faceoffs were definitely in Toronto's favor, 67-33. Power plays 0 for 1 for Edmonton, 0 for 2 for Toronto. Penalty minutes 4-2, 4 for Edmonton. Hits 32-13 in favor of Edmonton. Blocks 16-12 in favor of Edmonton. Giveaways 18-6, Toronto 18. Smith had 27 saves, 871 save percentage for a loss. And Campbell 17 saves, 850 save percentage for the win for Toronto. On to the New York Islanders versus the Pittsburgh Penguins. Pittsburgh wins this one 6-3. Scoring began 5:48 into the first. Frederick Gaudreau's first of the year from Sam Lafferty and Colton Skeever. Is it Skeever? I think is how you say that one. I can't remember for some reason. 10:07 into the first. Evan Rodriguez fourth of the year from Jared McCann and Cody Ceci. At 4:26 into the second. Sidney Crosby's 14th of the year on the power play from Jake Gensel and Chris Letang. At 6:18 into the second. Brian Rust's 12th of the year from Crosby and McCann. McCann with multi-points. Congrats to him. That's not many times anymore you see that from him. All right, then 8:21 into the second. Rust's 13th of the year, second of the game, from Letang and Gensel. Then at 10:47 into the second, with 5-0 Pittsburgh already, Islanders decide to start playing. Matthew Barzal's 10th from Scott Mayfield makes it 5-1 end of the second. 5:23 into the third period, Anthony Beauvillier's 6th of the year from Barzal and Nick Leddy. That's 17:33 into the third. Jordan Eberle's 11th from Brock Nelson and Josh Bailey, making it 5-3. So, empty net goal, hat trick for Brian Rust. His 14th of the year, third of the game. Now, they're playing Pittsburgh. Do they have fans in Pittsburgh right now? Either way, hopefully that backup goalie throws his hat on the ice. Come on, backup goalie. Be cool, man. But congrats to Brian Rust. Hat trick. Having a good year for Pittsburgh. Definitely going to be helping out more now that Malkin's injured, so we'll see him more often, I have a feeling. Alright, shots on goal were 32-21 in favor of the Islanders. Face-offs 55-45 in favor of Pittsburgh. Power play 0 for 4 from the Islanders, 2 for 4 for Pittsburgh. 8 penalty minutes each. Hits were 37-22 in favor of the Islanders. Blocks 12-4 in favor of the Islanders. Giveaways 13-2. Pittsburgh with 13. Alright, Sorokin started this game for the Islanders. 5 saves, 556 save percentage. He was pulled, obviously. Varlamov, 10 saves, 909 save percentage in relief. Then Jerry for Pittsburgh, 29 saves, 906 save percentage for the win. Alright, on to Nashville versus Chicago. Chicago's finally winning again. Good to see, because they had a bit of a stretch there where they were not doing well. Oh, they went back on a losing streak here. Well, not streak, but losing end here. They lost 3-1 to Nashville. Alright, 5:10 into the first, Ryan Johansson's 4th of the year from Victor Arvidsson and Eli Tolvanen. Then at 12:58 of the second, Rocco Grimaldi's 8th of the year from Luke Cunnin. Then at 17:33 into the second, Pius Sutter scores for Suter, scores his 11th of the year from Patrick Kane and Adam Boquist, making it 2-1 going into the third. Then 51 seconds into the third, Nashville seals the deal. Michael Grantland's 8th from Cunnin's 5th. So Cunnin with 2 assists tonight. Alright, 34-30 were the shots in favor of Nashville. Chicago won the faceoff down 52-48. No power plays for Nashville tonight. 0 for 2 for Chicago. 4 penalty minutes for Nashville, none for Chicago. Hits were 27-22 in favor of Nashville. Blocks 17-14 in favor of Nashville. Giveaways 6-2. Chicago was 6. Juicy Saros, 29 saves, 967 save percentage for the win. And Lankinen, 31 saves, 912 save percentage for a loss. Not a bad game, but just didn't stop the important ones right there. Alright, now we're on to Florida versus Dallas. Florida wins this one in overtime. Dallas still picking up a point, though. Still with games in hand over many teams. But they get a point here. Alright. Scoring started 24 seconds into this game. Yes, 24 seconds. Not a record by any stretch, but still pretty dang quick. Carter Verhaeghe's 13th of the year for Noel Acciari. That 8:01 of the first, Dallas ties it. Dennis Gurianov's 6th of the year from Jamie Benn and Joel Hanley. Then 17 minutes into the first, Verhaeghe gets his 2nd of the game, 14th of the year, on the power play from Acciari and Owen Tippett. Oh, I'm sorry, that's a tying goal. At 9:57 of the first, John Klingberg's 6th of the year from Esa Lindell and Rag Foxa actually makes it 2-1 at that point. Then Verhaeghe's 2nd goal makes it 2-2. Sorry about that. Then in the second period, 17:40 in, Verhaeghe completes the hat trick. That's his 2nd hat trick of the evening, and there will be another. His 15th of the year, shorthanded. Look at that. In the first 2 periods, he scored an even strength goal, power play goal, and a shorthanded goal for the hat trick. Pretty dang good. Now, all he'd have to do from here is get the empty net goal and a penalty shot goal, and he can tie Lemieux for the 5 different types of goals that you can score in one game. He did not get that, though, by the way. Well, Lemieux did, not Verhaeghe, though. All right, 3 minutes into the third, Dallas ties it once again. Joel Lesperance scores his 1st of the year from Joel Hanley and Andrei Sekera. Now we go to overtime. 4:50 into overtime with 10 seconds left. Aaron Ekblad's 11th from Jonathan Huberdeau and Verhaeghe, making Verhaeghe 4 points tonight. That guy's having, I don't know how many times I can say it, that guy's having an amazingly good year for Florida, and I'm telling you now, as part of the reason this Florida team is surprising the hell out of all of us. I think even surprising all the Florida fans, honestly. I don't think anybody saw them being as high up as they have been. All right. Dallas outshot Florida 34-28 tonight. Florida beat them in the faceoff dot 56-44. Power play was 1 for 3 for Florida, 0 for 3 for Dallas. Penalty minutes 6 each. Hits were 20-12 in favor of Dallas. Blocks 17-16 in favor of Florida. Giveaways 13-5. Dallas with 13. Bobrovsky 31 saves, 912 save percentage. Khudobin 24 saves, 857 save percentage. And that's 4-head loss for Khudobin. Khudobin has not been having a great year. Not as good as last year. But still not absolutely terrible. I mean, not like a John Gibson type of year. I know he got a win last night in his return, but doesn't change a whole lot. Still not having a great year, buddy. All right, on to San Jose versus Arizona. I said it correctly. Hooray! All right, Arizona won this one 4-0. Yes, 4-0. San Jose actually outplayed the heck out of Arizona for first period and a half at least. And honestly, even throughout the rest of the second period, really. Even though they allowed 2 goals, they still outplayed the heck out of them in this one. It wasn't until the third one things got out of hand because they took so many penalties in the third. It was kind of ridiculous. It was a carousel of penalties. All right. No scoring in the first. 5:49 into the second. Clayton Keller's 11th of the year, unassisted. Then at 14:16 in the second, Phil Kessel's 12th of the year power play goal from Oliver Ekman-Larsson and Keller. Then at 14:03 of the third, Kessel's 13th second of the game from Christian Dvorak and Alex Goligoski. I don't know why I stumbled on that one. 17:28 into the third, Kessel completes the hat trick. Empty net goal. 14th of the year from Keller and Nick Schmaltz. So there's our third hat trick of the evening. And at 7:02 of the third, I forgot to mention this, Curtis Gabriel takes a 5-minute major for interference. Watch the clip. I mean, even if you're a Sharks fan, watch that clip objectively. If Gabriel was on Arizona hitting a Sharks player the way he hit the Johan Larsson of Arizona, would you be pissed off? Think of it logically is all I'm asking. Because Larsson had gotten rid of the puck. It's been a good 3 to 5 seconds afterwards. Gabriel hits him from the side, blind side. He hits him from the side, blind side. It's one of those east-west or west-east, whichever way you want to say it, type of hits that, to me, I don't mind. I like the old time when they allow those type of hits. I know they're cracking down on them, and that's fine. Those are the rules are rules. And it's against the rules. They've been cracking down hard on it. And because it was 5 seconds after the guy passed the puck away, makes it even worse. So they gave him a 5-minute major for interference, and I have a feeling he's going to get at least a couple of games probably. Because he also got a charging penalty earlier in the game where John Hayden and him threw down the gloves. I think Hayden threw one punch to the back of his helmet, and then Hayden is a big guy, but he's not a fighter like Gabriel, so he just basically hugged him from that point on, and they gave them both roughing penalties. Not even double roughing, just roughing. It was kind of ridiculous, but it is what it is. So that 5-minute major really took the sails out of that third period. And amazingly, Arizona did not score on that 5-minute major. That is the amazing part. Especially when San Jose took a 2-minute delay game penalty for shooting the puck over the boards. Then they challenged Phil Kessel's second goal of the first one of the third. It was not overturned, so San Jose took a penalty for that. It got kind of out of hand in that third period for them in the penalty area. Shots on goal were 34-27 in favor of San Jose. Faceoffs 53-47 in favor of San Jose. San Jose 0 for 1 on the power play. Arizona 1 for 6. Penalty minutes are 29-6. 29 for San Jose because remember they mark it down as I think 10 or 15 minutes where you get game misconduct, and that's what Gabriel got. Hits were 35-30 in favor of San Jose. Blocks 14-11 in favor of San Jose. Giveaways 10-5, San Jose with 10. So as you can see from all those categories, San Jose outplayed Arizona tonight. They just didn't get the timely saves. And Aiden Hill made some good saves, and Phil Kessel saved what should have been a goal too, by smacking a puck out midair, saving Aiden Hill's shutout. But that happened in, I think, the second period I want to say that happened in. But anyways, Dubnyk 23 saves, 885 save percentage, and Aiden Hill 34 saves for the shutout. On to the last game of the evening, Winnipeg versus Calgary. Calgary. Ugh, I don't know why I always say Calgary. Ugh. Anyways, 17-13 into the first. Josh Levo's fourth of the year from Sean Monahan. That 19-14 into the first. Mark Giordano, sixth of the year on the power play from Johnny Gaudreau and Elias Lindholm. 2-0 going into the second. And then Winnipeg gets something. 34 seconds into the second, Mason Appleton's ninth from Andrew Kopp. Then at 6:19, Logan Stanley's first of the year from Kyle Connor and Nate Thompson. Now, I can't remember if Logan Stanley had a goal last year. I know I looked at it before I did this video, and I've already forgotten after all the stuff I've gone over already. But if that is his first career goal, congrats to him. If not, congrats anyways, it's your first of the year. Alright, on to the third period. 49 seconds into the third, Andrew Mangiapane's 10th of the year from Noah Hanifin and Brandon Tanev. That would technically be your game-winning goal right there. Then at 7:48 into the third, Sam Bennett's 4th of the year from Joakim Nordstrom and Michael Backlund. So 4-2, Calgary win over Winnipeg. Calgary getting some much-needed points. Alright, Calgary outshot Winnipeg 33-24. Faceoffs were 52-48 in favor of Winnipeg. Power play 0 for 2 for Winnipeg, 1 for 2 for Calgary. 4 penalty minutes each. Hits were 19-16 in favor of Winnipeg. Blocks 12-10 in favor of Calgary. Giveaways 15-10. Calgary 15. Brossoit had 29 saves, 879 save percentage in the loss. And Rittich 22 saves, 917 save percentage for the win. There you go. There's all the games for today. Now, there's been 3 trades since the last time I did a video. And the first one, there was one late night 2 nights ago. Anaheim acquired Volkov from Tampa Bay for Antoine Morand and a 7th round pick. That's not a game-breaking trade. I know Volkov's on the COVID protocol list already. I think that's just because he has to quarantine. But he's on the list right now, so he's not going to be playing. It could be a good pickup for Anaheim. I don't know. We'll see. I mean, Verhaeghe, look at what he's done for Florida this year. Maybe Volkov does something like that. Because, I mean, Tampa's not going to be able to keep all these good young players they bring up. I mean, look at what they've already got contract-wise. There's no way. I mean, unless they can move some of those bigger contracts, that's the only way they're going to accomplish anything. So that was the first trade. Then yesterday, after the Canadian government announced that there would only be a 7-day quarantine for American team players being traded to Canadian teams, there was a trade involving a Canadian team and an American team. Shocker there. Montreal acquired Eric Stahl from Buffalo for a 3rd and 5th round pick. That could be a very good pick. I really do think it'll be a good one, especially now that the news today that Cole Caulfield signed his first contract with Montreal. That's basically you're getting two guys who can increase your scoring right there. I mean, we'll see with Caulfield what they do. They may not play him yet. They may hold on to it for next year. I don't know what they're going to do with his contract, but he may play. Because, I mean, college players are eligible to play at this point. So he could play now. And he can't go back to college now that he signed a contract. They don't allow that. So he's going to be with them or the AHL team at this point. We'll see what they do. I think he'll be playing in the AHL, though, I have a feeling. So he's going to be joining. Eric Stahl is going to be joining in about 4 days from now. So I think both have to quarantine. Well, Caulfield will have to quarantine 7 days. So there's that. All right. Then there was the trade today. Brendan Lemieux, yes, Claude Lemieux's son, not Mario's. I don't think Mario Lemieux actually had any sons. I think he only had daughters. I could be mistaken. I'm not sure on Mario Lemieux's family. But this is Claude Lemieux's son. And he has been, I'm so sad about this trade. Traded to the LA Kings for a, what was it, 4th round or 5th round pick? I can't remember. Or was it a 3rd round? Oh, God, now I can't remember. Let me look at it on my phone real quick. I'll be able to pull that up real fast. If my phone starts. There we go. Let's see. Yes, I know. Phil Kessel had a hat trick. I just read that. Thank you very much, phone. And, of course, it's not going to say at the top of the news. Why would it do that? Oh, here we go. Trade tracker. There we go. 4th round pick. Okay, it was for a 4th round pick. Now, I think it's a good pickup for an LA team that needs some grit on their team, honestly. I mean, McDermott provides that, but to lose one of your 6 defenders for 5 minutes or so, it sucks, and it doesn't help your forecheck. Now, Lemieux, I think, will do that. He'll help them out with a probably, I'm going to guess, 4th line. I guess he could technically be sliding to the 3rd and still be effective, but my guess is 4th line, and he's an annoyance type of player, so he's going to annoy the hell out of people. Now, it's going to be unfortunate not getting to see him and Trent Frederick going at it every time Boston and the Rangers play. That's unfortunate. But who knows? Maybe next season they'll see each other. But anyways, I hate it because there's a 4 straight game point where the Ducks and Rangers are going to... not Ducks and Rangers, wow. Ducks and Kings are going to be playing against each other. I have to see him for 4 straight games. Are you kidding me? Ugh, that sucks. Anyways, he's just one of those players that just... It sucks to play against him, but you want on your team because then you don't have to hate him anymore. But anyways, those were the trades. So we'll see how they all work out. I mean, we'll see at the end of the year. Hopefully LA can get in that last playoff spot because St. Louis seems to be faltering horribly right now. I mean, for God's sake, even San Jose's in the race now because of this. And it's like, they can't seem to win. And they're still in the race. But hey, that's the shortened season for you. Alright, anyways, that's it for this video. I will see you all next video. Make sure to hit that subscribe button if you have not already done so. It's in the bottom right hand corner of the screen. Hit that little red square. Hit that notification bell if you want to be notified when new videos drop. Other than that, make sure to like, comment, share. Let me know what you think of the trades. Who wins the trades that I just talked about? How you think the teams are doing, your team specifically, are doing, and let's just see what you have to say. Alright, other than that, I will see you all next video. Make sure to share the video as well. I forgot to say that one. And bye, everybody.